Welcome to Ale and Adventure Gaming. Tonight, we've got a thrilling showdown as an 85 overall steps into the ring against an 89 overall. 12 rounds, undisputed difficulty, and nothing but action from bell to bell. Welcome, fight fans, to this evening's fantasy match between two legendary fighters of the sport of boxing. Join us, your hosts, Jim Lampley and Al Bernstein, alongside our boxing expert, who is none other than Roy Jones Jr.
Thanks, Jim. Tonight will be a 12-round match between the two best featherweights in their respective eras. They are two hard-hitting beasts in the ring. Tank is 3 years younger than Navarrete and is also coming in slightly heavier by 1 pound and taller by 3 centimeters than our challenger.
Coming into the ring, the challenger from General Santos, Philippines, the bad boy from Dadiangas, the guns of Navarrete, Rolando Navarrete. Here comes the champion. From Baltimore, Maryland, USA, Gervonta Tank Davis.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the Philippines, wearing the black trunks.
It's not so often that we get a southpaw versus southpaw in a fight. This fight is definitely one for the record books. So, Roy, what do you think are Rolando's keys to victory?
No,
Jim, as a smaller fighter, Rolando has to be more active to show the judges that he is the aggressor in the fight. Second, he has to stay off the ropes, as you don't want to be cornered when fighting a much bigger and stronger opponent. As much as possible, he has to stay in the middle of the ring. And lastly, footwork is the key. He has to use the ring to his advantage and not be flat-footed.
Those are very good insights, Roy. The challenges of being the smaller man. And what about Tank? How do you think he'll win and keep his title?
Well, for Tank, being the champion and the bigger man, he has to stay behind the jab and time his power punches perfectly if he wants to get the knockout win. Next is he has to go for the body and not be limited to head hunting. There's a tendency for boxers to only go for the head. He has to vary his punches. Finally, he needs to know how to cut off the ring if his opponent decides to play possum.
A word from the wise, from Roy Jones Jr.
Not yet as wise as I aim to be.
The challenger going early to the body, being careful not to be too aggressive.
Davis is known for his timing, accuracy, and precision. Important qualities found in a true champion.
Great right hook to the head by Navarrete. Navarrete not overcommitting, testing Davis with body punches, and Davis also going to the body early.
That was a good power jab to the head by Davis. The crowd is electric tonight. We didn't expect the place to be this huge. Everyone is anxious to see the return of the bad boy of Dadiangas to the ring.
The challenger blocking most of the punches thrown to his head. Both of them testing the waters early on.
Good exchanges by both men. That was a great first round.
So how do you think that went?
I can see that Navarrete is utilizing good footwork and going to the body early. Davis is known to be a slow starter. He seems to be cautious, but he did get some good shots in the first round. It's still too early to tell. Let's see if they can carry the fight later on.
Navarrete making use of his diagonal dodges early, staying away from Tank's jabs.
So, Al, what do we know of Dadiangas? Is this a place in the Philippines? Seems like I've never heard of it before.
Dadiangas is the former name of what they now call General Santos City. It's located in southern Mindanao and is known to be the tuna capital of the Philippines.
Is that so? Things you learn every day. Isn't that where Manny Pacquiao's from?
You're right, Jim. Two great legends in the boxing world hail from the same area.
You could say that place could probably be the boxing mecca of the Philippines.
Before this fight, Navarrete just came off a win from Rafael Bazooka Limon of Argentina, where he won a unanimous decision in their second match. Their first match, however, happened 6 years earlier, where Navarrete unfortunately lost via TKO in the 12th round. During those times, matches went up to 15 rounds.
Time surely flies. Those were the days. Tank dodging and weaving through, hoping to get a crack at the challenger's tight defense. Unbelievable! Davis does not know what defense is. He just wants to fight him back.
Navarrete making use of the ring. Not entirely engaging, quite cautious of Tank's left. Tank seems to be in chase mode, moving side to side, hoping to catch Navarrete.
And that concludes round 2.
If it were me, I'd personally score it 2 rounds to Navarrete.
What is Davis not doing, Roy? Why does he seem to be behind?
It's still too early to tell if he's behind or not, Jim. In the next rounds, Tank should try to fight more aggressively. Navarrete was not fully engaging, but seems to be ahead on the scorecards. He should time his counter punches as Navarrete disengages.
Well, I hope his corner knows what they're doing. That was a huge step back from Davis. I guess he's respecting that counterpunch too much.
Navarrete displaying exceptional footwork as he goes through Davis's jab.
Crisp exchanges from both fighters.
No one wants to let up. The WBC super featherweight title is on the line.
Oh, he walked right into that one.
Great counter from Navarrete.
This is high-level chess with fists. Every feint, every slip, it's a mind game in motion.
Tank is cut. The multiple jabs of Navarrete seems to have cut Tank Davis in between the eyebrows.
Will he last till the end of the round? Or will the cut affect him?
He's picking his shots like a surgeon now. Those jabs are doing more than just scoring. It's setting the table for something big.
Davis lands some counters of his own. There's now some blood spilt on Tank's short. That was a good 1-2 from Tank Davis as they conclude round 3.
So, Al, what do we know of Tank Davis?
Gervonta Tank Davis got the nickname Tank when he was a baby because of his large head and stout build, which made him resemble a tank. The nickname stuck as he grew up, especially since his fighting style in the ring, aggressive, powerful, and relentless, also fit the name perfectly. Coaches and friends continued calling him Tank throughout his boxing development, and it eventually became part of his public persona as a professional fighter.
He also has some nice body artwork done, don't you think?
The tattoos tell his life story. Growing up in a tough environment in Baltimore, Davis said that his ink represents where he came from, what he's overcome, and the people who matter most to him. Some of his tattoos are tributes to family members, while others symbolize faith, pain, strength, or loyalty. They serve as a visual diary of his journey from a rough upbringing to becoming a world champion boxer.
And tonight, Davis aims to retain that championship and overcome this challenge from Dadiangas.
Navarrete mixing up his punches with consecutive jabs there.
Davis, the champion, in the green shorts with purple trim, and Navarrete, the challenger, in the black shorts with black trim.
Navarrete being able to block everything that Tank is throwing at him.
Tank doing a quick step back move.
Navarrete lets that right hook fly. Tank felt all 140 pounds of it. Roy, talk to me.
Magnificent performance from Navarrete. He is the more active fighter, which is how it should be, being the challenger. And he has exceptional footwork, moving in and out, just as he is supposed to.
Davis seems to have lost some wind in that round. His corner needs to come up with something fast.
It seems that the punches are getting to Davis, Jim. He is now covering up his body more than he was earlier on.
Yes, those quick punches sure add up. The crowd is silent, hoping for a KO. The question is, would Tank be able to score a knockout win, or will Rolando?
You know, fighters should not be looking for a KO, as that could be a recipe for disaster in itself.
Yeah, if it comes, it comes. You should not be forcing it. And if you do, you might be opening yourself up to other dangers.
I can feel the frustration on Tank Davis right now. All his punches seem to be hitting air.
It's the first time for Tank Davis to meet someone with this caliber of a fighter in Rolando.
That was a power right hook to the head by Navarrete. Both fighters doing quick bursts of exchanges. Tank still protecting his core, while Rolando's being able to mix up his punches to the body and head.
Booyah! Great combination.
And that concludes round 5.
Cardio is a crucial factor in boxing. If you have not trained your stamina and endurance during camp, you wouldn't be able to dart in and out like that.
Train hard, fight easy.
That's how it is.
Al Davis has a few fights worth mentioning in the record books, don't you think?
Which one? There's that Santa Cruz fight in 2020, which won the Ring's Knockout of the Year award. The Barrios fight in 2021, where he jumped to super lightweight and won by TKO in the 11th round. He defeated Hector Garcia in January of 2023 via corner stoppage. One of the biggest fights in recent years was the April 2023 fight with Ryan Garcia, which reportedly sold over 1.2 million pay-per-views. He knocked out Garcia with a liver shot in round 7. And most recently, Frank Martin in June 2024 via KO victory.
Do you think he can do something to that effect this evening?
What, a KO? Only time will tell, Jim. We're only in round 6.
Tank's power speaks for itself. A knockout is always on the table.
Navarrete continuing to pepper Tank's body, hoping to drain him of some of his power.
And Tank counters with a 1-2 of his own. What a shot!
Navarrete missing some power hooks.
That was a great jab by Tank Davis.
10 seconds remaining and Tank bleeding once more from his cut earlier.
Apparently some swelling is now forming in Navarrete's right eye.
Those left hooks of Tank are doing damage, all right.
Tank seems to still be losing points in my scorecard.
Is that right, Roy? Let's hope that it doesn't go to the judges.
Don't forget the jab. Okay, focus.
We are now entering the second half of the fight. Round 7, folks. Rolando Navarrete is leading in our unofficial CompuBox predicted scorecard. 6 rounds to 0.
What a combination from Tank Davis. Tank seems to be getting back on his feet at the start of round 7.
Points-wise, this fight is far from over. Anything can happen, as both of these fighters are massive knockout artists.
What a left hook from Navarrete. Navarrete's answering back.
Tank's doing some damage to Navarrete, who is not able to fire
The
back.
challenger looks hurt. Those were some heavy hooks from Tank. We're finally able to catch a glimpse of the true championship form of Davis. Oops, seems like I spoke too soon.
What a right hook from Navarrete. Tank's assaults seem to be doing their job.
That was a big lead hook from Navarrete. That is his signature knockout punch.
And that concludes round 7. A round packed with action from both ends.
While Davis can counterpunch at times, he still needs to up his game when it comes to his reaction time. He's still not able to adjust his timing at this late in the fight. He's also not cutting the ring. He needs to cut the escape routes of Navarrete.
Round 8 is underway, the round where the unprepared start to unravel. As we step into round 8, this is where the cracks begin to show for those who didn't put in the work. I would like to take this opportunity to make a shameless plug in this video. For all of you watching, in case you'd like to play these custom boxers in Undisputed, they are readily available for download in Nexus mods. Rolando Navarrete was made by Sword to Quill from us over at Ale and Adventure Gaming. Unfortunately, they are only available to PC users for now. Please watch out for future postings of Sword to Quill, and thank you for your continued support for Ale and Adventure Gaming.
Now that alone was a great one, Jim. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, Roy.
I sure did.
Navarrete is still light on his feet. He dodges Tank's hook and delivers an uppercut to the body.
You know what frustrates me, Jim? You're trailing behind, you can't be flat on your feet. Even if you have a heavy hand, you can't just wait for the punches to come to you. You have to counter, step forward, and cut off your opponent.
Surprisingly, the champion is giving his opponent more respect than expected.
Davis needs to press the action since he's behind on point.
Great work. I love that. Jabs.
Well, it seems that some trouble brewed during Davis's camp that we didn't know about.
That's always a possibility. Or he is just overwhelmed by Navarrete. As simple as that.
And here we go. Round 9 is underway. Both fighters have made it deep into this one. Let's see who has the heart, the stamina, and the strategy to take control down the stretch.
This is where ring IQ and conditioning become crucial. Fatigue sets in, timing shifts. One mistake can end it all at this point. The question now is, who wants it more? We've seen moments of brilliance, but now it's about grit and will.
Tank enters round 9 needing something big. He's known for late knockouts, but the window is closing. Will he gamble now, or look to set a trap with that signature left hand? Navarrete pressing the action, trying to pry open that tight guard of Tank Davis.
I think he heard you, Roy. He's now being more aggressive.
Let's try to see if a KO will be coming soon or not.
Navarrete making sure he stays away from the ropes. A sharp exchange there, both fighters standing their ground and letting their hands fly. Neither man backing down, a flurry of punches from both sides.
That sequence showed real skill, clean counters and crisp combinations from both men.
Tank is cut on his left eye from that exchange. Trouble brewing for Navarrete. The swelling on his right eye is worsening with every round. That left eye is looking rough. Tank's cut man has his work cut out for him between rounds.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe, just get your breath back. Relax now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there.
And here we go. Round 10 begins in what's turning into a gritty, high-stakes chess match. Tank Davis now sporting 2 cuts, one above the left eye from that nasty clash in round 9, and another between the brows from early on, is wearing the damage, but don't count him out. His power can flip the script at any second. On the other side, Navarrete is boxing brilliantly, likely ahead on the cards, but as the challenger, he may need more than just slick movement. He might need a knockdown to truly seal the deal in the judge's eyes. The big question now, can his gas tank hold up for the final stretch? 9 minutes to go. Both men have something to prove. This one could come down to who wants it more.
Let's take a moment to appreciate the wild ride that is Rolando Navarrete's boxing legacy. Back in 1981, in a little town in Italy, he shocked the world by knocking out Cornelius Boza Edwards in the 5th round to grab the WBC super featherweight title. That made him the first Filipino world champ to win gold on European soil. Not bad for a kid from General Santos City. And if that wasn't enough, his title defense a few months later in Manila was pure chaos. An 11-round war with Korea's Choi Chung-il that had everything. Blood, fireworks, and even a bizarre moment where the bell rang early in round 5. Navarrete didn't flinch, he just kept punching. He wasn't the most technical guy in the ring, sure, but Navarrete didn't care about finesse. He fought like he was double-parked, relentless pressure, punishing body shots, and that signature southpaw right hook that could stop a freight train. He was a fighter's fighter, all grit, all heart, and never short on action.
Navarrete beginning to miss some of his shots while Tank pressing the action further on. The gas tank of Navarrete still seems to be half full as he uses the ring to his advantage. Some solid shots from Tank to Navarrete's head in the final seconds of round 10. That gash on Tank's left eye surely reopened with that punch.
Good round, you feel good? Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart. Good man, good man.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp.
Full of bear. Good work out there. The job's working now.
The bell rings for round 11, and the tension is razor sharp. Tank Davis is hunting for that one perfect counter, the kind that changes everything in an instant. But Navarrete, steady and ahead, must walk the tightrope, keep pressing, stay sharp, and don't blink, because one missed step could cost him everything. Navarrete starts to move more freely now, using space to frustrate Tank and make him work for every inch. It's a tactical move. Keep the pressure off, drain the legs, and buy time.
Navarrete putting on a clinic. Graceful slips, smart angles, and every second taking more out of Tank.
And Navarrete is also cut on the right eye after that exchange of punches. Tank continuing to pummel Navarrete's right side as he keeps the pressure.
Now that both fighters are cut, there's a clear shift in strategy. Hands are higher, heads more protected, and risk more calculated.
Navarrete is fighting on instinct now, using pure agility to dodge the storm of punches coming his way.
Navarrete relies on sharp reflexes and movement, narrowly avoiding Tank's calculated bursts.
You can see the blood on both gloves now, clear evidence that these shots are finding their mark.
Not only on the gloves, Jim, there's even blood on their shorts.
Round 11 ends in carnage. Navarrete's left eye is a mess, swollen and bleeding, while Tank wears twin wounds on his brow and left eye. This is a war of attrition now.
The corner work will be crucial heading into the final round.
Just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting your timing already.
This boxing back together.
And here we go, the 12th and final round. Rolando Navarrete, bloodied and swollen around the right eye, is ahead on the scorecard. All he needs now is composure and survival. But across from him stands Gervonta Tank Davis, trailing on points, bleeding from the left eye and brow, and loading up for one last thunderous shot that could rip the belt from Navarrete's grasp. One round, one moment. This is it. Navarrete goes to the inside. It seems like something came over him. He is fighting like a man possessed.
You know he's going for that win, Jim, and he wants to win convincingly.
Now what Tank needs to do is time that knockout punch. Navarrete seems to be getting more aggressive. This gives Tank a clear opportunity.
Oh, that must hurt! You can take a dog out of a fight, but you can't take the fight out of a dog. Navarrete seems to be hurt after that exchange. Tank is coming in for the kill. Down goes Tank! A devastating right hook from Navarrete crashes into his head with just 37 seconds left in the 12th round. An absolute thunderbolt. The crowd is stunned, and the momentum just flipped in an instant.
The arena is electric. The fans are on their feet, but all eyes are on Tank. Can he get back up?
I told you he was going down. His eyes are rolling. He doesn't know where he is.
In the infamous words from SCI, a shot from the god.
And new WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Rolando Navarrete.
That's it, folks. We have a new WBC World Champion in the Super Featherweight division in our Power Meets Power fantasy boxing match hosted by Ale and Adventure Gaming.
On a night where grit met greatness and two fighters pushed past pain for glory, we were reminded again why we love this sport. Thank you for joining us. For Al Bernstein, Roy Jones Jr., and everyone at Ale and Adventure Gaming, I'm Jim Lampley. Good night from Las Vegas.